The 2025 Tony nominations are out. This year's lineup features beloved Broadway stars, of course, but you might also recognize some familiar faces from your favorite TV shows or movies. Will Ganss is here to break it all down for us. And you say this year had kind of an Oscars vibe to the Tonys.
Yeah, because there were so many A-listers in contention. I will say, though, on the flip side of that, in some ways it felt like the theater community was like, thank you, Hollywood, but no thank you, because some big snubs this year as well. So let's get into it, shall we? George Clooney scored his first Tony nomination for Best Actor in a Play for Good Night and Good Luck. Hollywood legend Mia Farrow is nominated for Best Actress in a Play for The Roommate, and Stranger Things star Sadie Sink is nominated in that same category for John Proctor as the villain. Major snubs, though. Both Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal left out of the race for their work in Othello, and Kieran Culkin was left out. He was closing in on that elusive triple crown of acting, as we call it, having secured an Emmy for Succession and an Oscar for A Real Pain, all within the last 18 months. No Tony nomination this morning, though. However, his Succession sister, Sarah Snook, is nominated for her work in The Picture of Dorian Gray.
I love the Succession co-stars, all different contending for different awards.
Exactly, like at the Oscars, we had Jeremy Strong and Kieran Culkin.
It feels like the show of life imitating art.
Exactly.
What do you see as the most competitive race this season?
Okay, so I am calling this the duel of the divas this year. In one corner, you've got Nicole Scherzinger nominated for her incredible work in Sunset Boulevard, and then six-time Tony Award winner Audra McDonald, who also became the most nominated performer of all time, is nominated again this year for her work in Gypsy. And then you add into the mix Megan Hilty and Jennifer Samard from Death Becomes Her, and Jasmine Amy Rogers for Boop, all up for Best Actress in a Musical. That is going to be like, I'm going to need 7 Xanax watching the Tonys before that, because it's such a hotly contested race.
I wonder if Nicole Scherzinger will bring the bullhorn.
She should. Now that we know she knows how to use it, I know, exactly.
So what can you tell us about the ceremony itself? Any surprises there?
Okay, so it's going to be a great ceremony this year. Cynthia Erivo is hosting, of course, in between Wicked Part 1 and Wicked Part 2. She's a very busy woman, and so that's going to be super exciting. And then Harvey Fierstein is getting the Lifetime Achievement Award, so be prepared to hear a little bit of that iconic voice, you know, the Harvey Fierstein. So super excited for all of that. The Tony Awards coming up sooner than we think.
Awesome. Will Ganss, thank you.
Thank you.
And the Tonys will be held next month in New York City. You don't want to miss that.